It has been raining like this for the last 15 minutes. I know why Louisiana flooded. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's going like 50. Yeah. So I know in South Carolina, in Maryland, if you're the homeowner of the house, you can do a lot of work with a permit if you do it yourself. If you hire a contractor, then they have to be licensed, bonded, insured, and they have to pull a permit with whatever county or city you're in. So we're going to kind of talk about this under the guise that you're going to be doing a lot of this work yourself. So we are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is my sister's house.
You want to turn that one on?
Yeah. This is my sister's house, and you can see all the sheetrock's already been torn out. Water was about, I guess, a little less than 4 feet. Oh, is that it? 2 feet or so? So this is really good. They are below 4 feet. So what they can do, they can measure and put a line at 4 feet or maybe 4 foot 1 inch all the way around, and put one piece of sheetrock up sideways, and they can hang that themselves. Before they do that, though, you need to pull all this old wire out as much as you can, as much as you're comfortable with, and put maybe 14 gauge 2 wire in there, something with a grounding, and put all these 2 prongs into a 3-prong outlet. That would be the best thing.
How about Cat 5? He wants to do maybe Cat 5 while he's got the walls.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, that's kind of becoming a thing of the past, though, with wireless. So do all that while your walls are open.
This looks like 220 over here.
That?
Big old air conditioner, I guess.
No, that's 110, but that's a 20 amp breaker.
Okay.
So that's a heavy duty 110 for a big air conditioner. All right. So I told Jamin he wants to redo some of the walls. So this is a load bearing wall all the way down. This wall all the way into the bedroom, that's all load bearing. So you gotta be careful when you're taking these out. But you can put the beam in the attic above the joists, because the joists run across that load bearing wall to hold at the ceiling.
So the beam would go all the way up to the roof joist.
Almost. It would, at first, before you take the wall out, you would have to get it in the attic. You might have to build it in the attic. And it would sit on top of this wall, on top of the floor joists. And then you get hurricane straps, and you could actually nail every floor joist to that beam in the attic. And that beam will rest right here. You'll have to add a couple of studs to hold it up here. And the other side will rest in the wall upstairs right here, and you got to add a few 2x4s in here to make this like a hidden column inside the wall. And once all that's there and attached, now you transfer the load from. So the first things first to get back into this house, I know Jamin was talking about getting central air installed. This house only had a furnace. This only has heat, which means the ducts are undersized for cooling. So what you could do, once you know that the mold is out and things are kind of cleaned up, get your air conditioner contractor to come in here, put that system in and get it running. That's going to be one of the most expensive things you do if you don't spend a whole lot on your kitchen. Once the air conditioner is running, you need to wait, because everybody who is good and honest at installing drywall is going to be swamped for probably the next 6 months. And anybody approaching you guys is probably going to be a scammer to do the work. So at this point, you want to wait. You could hang sheets. You could make safe all the electrical power by putting a big ring made out of plywood or something around every outlet, so kids can't touch that. But you can get it to a point where you could at least kind of camp out. Don't bring your stuff in here or anything. Again, going back to the permitting. Usually you get what's called a certificate of occupancy. You didn't lose that, but you really don't have that right now, so you're not going to get any kind of approval from any kind of authority to occupy the space. But you can do that yourself, and you can stay here. you know, and slowly start rebuilding as much as you want to.
You can see.
I told Jane and Mom, you know, we want to get this space right here as big as possible, which means you want to delete this knee wall, this wall here. I want to take out this portion of this wall, leave the bathroom wall there. There's nothing you can do in the bedrooms. You know, that's pretty much the way they are. I mean, you could.
Could you make them so you got a common bathroom between the two kids' rooms?
You could. Well,
But you said this was wasted space.
well, the hallway's wasted space, so I recommend turning that into bathroom. Turn the whole thing into bathroom. So
That's
right
what I
here-
needed. If you close that off and made access somehow between the two rooms, they were private, but had a
Well,
bathroom.
no, look, master and this person are gonna share this bathroom, right? This 3-door, 1, 2, 3, right here. Then over here, this bathroom, completely to themselves.
Say it again. Okay, yeah.
So whoever has this room, there'll be a door right here, and it's just a linen closet. And yeah,
So this will be closed off here,
it'll be closed off here.
and there'll be a closet.
You'll put a closet for the bathroom here, and a closet for the hallway here, and back up some more. And the bathroom door is actually right here where the hallway starts. And you get rid of this wall, and that opens up, you know, looks like maybe 30 more square feet inside a 30 square foot bathroom.
So the hallway into the kitchen will be right there.
Yeah, well, there'll be no hallway into the kitchen anymore. This will be opened up, and you'll come through here, and the kitchen is right there. You'll see it.
Ah, yeah.
You'll see it right away, because this should all come out. This isn't doing anything. There used to be a sink in right here, because this is probably hot water, cold water, and a drain, and this is just a vent, because you have to have a vent everywhere you have a fixture, and you could cap that off. It's not being used right now. Fill it with a little bit of concrete, and your floor right over it. Completely get rid of that.
Okay, we don't- Okay, say that again.
So this is load bearing. This whole wall right here is load bearing. And that's holding up this corner of the house on the roof. So this can't change. I don't think there's much you could do to change this,
What about putting a hot water heater in the ceiling
or outside.
or outside?
You put it outside. Does that work? That looks like it needs to be replaced. It's all rusted on the bottom anyway.
But you can get a big fat water heater that would fit
Yeah.
in the ceiling, I guess.
Yeah, but you gotta think you gotta replace them like every 5 or 6 years. If it's in the ceiling, guess what? You're going in the ceiling now. So you
Yeah.
could build a little like little shed outside and put it outside. That wouldn't be terrible. And I guess you'd open up this now to something a little bigger. I don't think there's much you can do to reconfigure this. This is great. This has already got grounding and everything. All you need to do is put one more ceiling joist right there, and you can hang some 5/8 drywall on the ceiling and just 1/2 inch on the walls.
Ceiling joist, what is that now?
These are ceiling joists.
Oh, you need to put another one
You're
right
missing
there.
one right here. You need one right here. So you put one there. Into the door, you know, you need to build it, either put in a door with like a transom or just some kind of door there. This is just plywood. Yeah. Or if you like having the shed space, you build a wall right here, and this is still shed, and this is your new room.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We were thinking about putting a shed out back like we got.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you could put the wall right there, and you still have you couldn't get a lawnmower in there anymore, but you could.
Well, if you went about right here, I guess you could,
Yeah.
but it'd be nice to have the windows for the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the lawnmower would probably fit.
Or you could have it so you build a wall right here, and then you turn, and then you've got one window in this area. You can still put the lawnmowers and stuff right there, and you can put like a closet right here where you're standing, and then you still.
Yeah, or out for the shed outside. 'Cause, you know, it's probably gonna cost about as much money. Shed's about $1,400-$1,500.
How much was living here?
By the time you, now the air conditioner
let's talk about the venting, because if they make this a livable room.
Oh, I wouldn't even, I'd make this totally separate.
Air conditioner
Get a-
separate,
get a
just
mini
for the
split.
window air conditioner.
Mini split system. You don't want, window units are cheesy. I mean, that's like, you can get away from those. So you put a mini split in here, you go from, you know what a SEER rating is? 13's like average. You pay a lot to get to 15. You can get a mini split system. That's got
Let's talk about that air conditioner. Is it full?
No. Alright. You want to stay away from window units? If you can, get a mini split put in here. You'll
A
have
mini,
it's called a mini split air conditioner. They're becoming more common in the States, but you'll have an outside condensing unit, and then you'll have a head unit. And instead of having ductwork, you have these coolant lines running all over the place, so you don't have duct taking up a lot of space. And they're extremely efficient, very, very inexpensive to run. Really, if you get the whole house with that, you don't have to put ductwork in. You can order a mini split system with like 4 head units for like $5,000, and you can order it. You put it all in, and you hire a plumber to come in and pull a vacuum on the lines, and he lets the Freon out into them. It might be something to look at because they're very efficient. You wouldn't have to upgrade your power at all. Oh yeah.
Refreshing.
All right, that's all I got for now.
okay, here we go.
Take out this treated piece all the way around, and then you have like a 36-inch door. You probably have a 38-inch rough opening. So you measure 38 over from this 2x4. That's where you put another 2x4 coming down. You need to put a bottom plate down, 2x4 treated. To figure out how to attach that. You might be able to glue it for this little small piece with some liquid nail. Frame that out, your door will go in there, and your sheetrock will slide behind the trim that's around it.
Okay, say something about the insulation. That we did?
Yeah, did the insulation too. Feels a little bit cooler in here already. Very nice. Once you get that light in there, that'll look really good. You ready? So you can take out, this wall is not holding anything up. So leave like that 2x4 and take out everything on this side. That opens it up into the house. That's not holding anything up. So we're not going to insulate that one. You can make this room even bigger. It can just flow better, just right to this room.
Or put a door right here and make that the washroom, close the washroom off.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah. Or leave it here and just have this like a hallway right in here. Maybe put the hot water heater in with the laundry machine. That'll make it flow a little bit nicer.
It's a lot quieter in here now with this insulation.
Oh yeah, a lot cooler too. A lot cooler. Cooler. So we've got green beans and bacon. The chicken in here.
Yes, but it's got oil on top.
Chicken with foil on top. You know, 25-year-old pizza stone. We're not going to eat that.